Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing tonight? I hope we're all doing well. Welcome to Monday night stream, and we will be doing finally some shiny hunting tonight. We're going to be going after Chikorita tonight, and then we'll be going after the other grass starters that are available in the Indigo disc. We're going to try and do a Deoxys hunt alongside it on Emerald, on actual hardware. So hopefully we get lucky with that as well. Be something else going on when we're doing these hunts. I hope you're all doing well. Excited after the weekend, after the epilogue, all that's kind of calmed down now. We got that extra story today, and things finally kind of pittering out with Scarlet and Violet. A little bit sad, but very cool to kind of see the ending. But I hope you all had a great weekend, and thanks so much for joining tonight. Let's dive into the chat. So we got Mr. Nathan Experiment, Decidui, Mimikyu Fan, Axel, how are you doing? First time here, great to have you. Mr. Nathan, Ronan, how are you doing? Devin, Brian, Phoenix, how are you both? Hope you're good. Piglet Hunting, the Fire Monkey, what a name, what a name. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Firefly John, Mr. Nathan, I've already said, but we'll say again. Danny, how are you? And DJ Rect, how are you? And Zyro, how are you all doing tonight? Right, let's get the sandwich set up. And I think I need this set up as well, so we can do some Rayquaza hunting, Rayquaza? Deoxys hunting while we're doing it. So I'll try and manage it all. Might be a bit of a jiggle. We'll see how we get on with it tonight. It might be all right. We might be able to do it. Look on the hunt. Thanks for the item duplication guide. Even though I struggle, I get a lot of Smeagol into the right position. Zyro, it's so difficult, isn't it, my friend? It's so frustrating. Like, I've had exactly the same problems. Don't worry, you're not alone in that, but you're welcome, and please, the guide was useful. Phoenix, how are you? Good. Thank you. Good to hear, my friend. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. Lots, how are you doing? Good. First time here. Great to have you. Thanks for the giveaways. You are more than welcome. And Lexi, how are you doing? How are you gonna try and hunt the shiny dragon palm tree in XXL along with you today? Good luck with your hunt today, my friend. I hope you get very lucky with it, and you see that it's such a good shiny. It's such a good shiny. We've got actually quite a good spot for a mass outbreak here, but I don't know whether or not we're gonna need the encounter power on before, because I had encounter power level 2 on before in this location, and they were showing up pretty well. And we're not getting that many spawns in this location right now, so I might need to reset and then do an encounter power. Though it does disrupt the spawns slightly. But when we go down, we're getting a few, I guess. It's not a massive amount. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting to get a few more than this. This might involve us diving up and down off the cliff and then setting our picnic up and down from this location here. This might mean we're going to jump over. We might just pause the Deoxys hunt for a minute. We'll dive over to this screen, because I'll put that on hold for a moment, because I'm not going to be able to juggle doing picnics, running around, and the Deoxys hunt at the same time. Brian, doing well. Finished the first 2024 hunt yesterday. I got a shiny bulb in leaf green. Very nice. 7,194 resets. Congrats, man. That is insane. Happy to be done. I bet you are. That is an insane shot. Is that no, it's not. It's not. It's just the light and the flowers. But we got lucky there. Congrats on the Bulbasaur though, Brian. Really glad to hear that you managed to snag it. That is an incredible hunt after so many resets as well. I feel like the Deoxys one. I feel like if I can do it when we're doing any hunts in these streams for the next few weeks, then we'll just chip away at it where we can. But when I'm doing like resets like this, it just feels a little bit too difficult to be doing both at the same time. Danny, yes, currently doing my item duplication right now. Very cool. How crazy is that glitch as well? Like, so nuts that we actually have a duplication glitch this late into the games as well. Absolutely nuts. Wrecked. I caught every shiny starter in the Indigo disc. I'm happy I get Sprigatito. I'll have every shiny starter. That is amazing. Yeah, I'm sad that they didn't have the shiny starters from Scarlet and Violet in the terrarium. It's like, why leave them out? It's like their game. Just include them. Like, I would have been so hype if we could have got those. We're gonna have to wait a little while, I guess, till we can get those in special Pokeballs, unless they do Terror Raids, I guess. But then we won't be able to get them. Well, we can then breed them down for shinies after that. So that could work as well. So that could be something that we see. But congrats on all of the shiny. I got all of them for the guide that we did on the channel, but I haven't done them on stream, so I feel like I do need extras of the shinies as well for like the decks. So we'll do that as well. Wow. Okay, my lights just went off. That was super weird. Give me 2 seconds, chat. I'm gonna just see if there's anything I can do. Right, that should. There we go. Lights on. Okay. There we go. Fixed. Sorry about that. I forget. I got a walking treadmill for Christmas and it's under my desk, and I unplug this light, but it's like a rechargeable light as well. So I always forget to kind of plug it in, and I just had this moment there. I was like, have we got a power cut? But we hadn't had a power cut, so it's all good. It's all good. But that's the reason why I unplugged it and forgot to plug it back in. Accidentally released your Peturunt or Peturunt. That is devastating. Have you got another copy of the game that you can try to get it in? Axel, do you have Araquanid? I do. I did shiny hunt Araquanid as well. I think I did a guide on the channel for Araquanid. It's one of the best shinies you can get in the terrarium. Honestly, I think it's such a good shiny. And I've been using it a lot in competitive recently as well. I really like Araquanid P2, so that's been something I've been playing on ladder quite a bit. So it's yeah, it's definitely one of the ones I wanted to go after straight away. John, I've been trying to do duplication glitch and it's not working. We'll keep trying. Not sure I'm using a big enough Pokemon. What Pokemon are you using? Just out of interest. Because I know a few. Galarian Moltres definitely works. I know the Curums, all the Curums work. Zamazenta works, I've heard. So Zamazenta is one that you can use. We are not getting many spawns. We'll keep with this sandwich because I think we can reset and go with an encounter power next. That will probably be a little bit better for us, I feel, in this location. But we're not getting too many spawns. Efik, how are you doing? Lee, any chance you'll be casting during any other EU regionals this season? I can't say, unfortunately, because if I am, I'm under NDA, so I can't say if I am or not. Just have to wait and see. Hopefully I am. That's as good as I can say. I would like to, so if they decide that they would like me at there's gigs, there's I can't say anything. I'll get into trouble. sorry. It's all top secret. And they don't announce like the lineup until like a couple of days before the event as well. So, but hopefully I'll be back behind the desk soon. I'm looking forward to the next time I will be. What's the best berry in Pokemon? Oh, I don't know. Enigma berry is quite interesting. There's that really rare one that you get from doing the extra training, isn't there? Where is it? What is it? Maranga berry, is that the one? I don't know. I don't think it's a Maranga berry. Staff berry, maybe. Maybe staff berry? I don't know. Key berry is always something I do like. I don't know what the best berry is though. Never really thought about too much. See, the berries used to have a lot more like impact in competitive and stuff like that, and a lot of them are a lot rarer, whereas you can get them pretty freely in these games now. So it takes a little bit away of the rarity of them, I think, now in Scarlet and Violet. Do you have a stream on Twitch? I've been waiting for you to use my Prime sub, but I can't find you. Justin, I don't, unfortunately. I won't say I'll never stream on Twitch again, but about a year and a half ago, I made the decision just to stream on YouTube. Just because like I put all my content here, my main audience is here. It just makes more sense. And I prefer the interface of YouTube streaming than I do to Twitch. And it's just easier not dividing my time between two platforms, like, if I'm completely honest. So, but I won't ever say I won't ever not stream on Twitch again. It's just I primarily stream on YouTube. That's where I'll normally be. But thank you so much. Really, really generous thought with that Prime sub as well. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, even though it's not come to anything because it's my fault. But I do appreciate it. And Danny, it was nice last night. Stumbled onto a shiny Grookey. That is nice. What a great surprise. One of the best shiny. I love shiny Rillaboom. It's such a good shiny. Been a while since I seen an Osirus stream. Mr. Wolf, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for dropping by today. Has been a little while, but we'll be back into the full schedule going forward now. This is like streaming's going to be my main focus, and I do want to start streaming at different times through the day as well. So I probably will be dropping some earlier streams than this on weekdays as well. So keep an eye out for those. All the VODs will be on the channel if you did miss them and you did want to catch up with them. But I think for the next few weeks, be going after all the Indigo disc stuff. I put it like a poll up on the channel to see what really like people wanted to see, and Indigo disc stuff was what came back as the what the people wanted. So that's what we're doing for a little while. But I do, like I say, I've got the Deoxys hunt that I would like to do because I would like to get that. And then do a giveaway for it on the channel, which would be really good for a shiny Deoxys. And then all of the other legendaries as well that I haven't done yet in the Ultra Wormholes. I feel like it would be fun to finish those and do the Arceus hunt as well. So that would be kind of like the streams for the next little while until I guess Pokemon Day, and then we'll see what happens there, and then we can build a hype up for whatever's coming next. Stuff like that. Lumpy, how are you doing? Hope you're good. Riley, how are you as well? And Joe, how are you? Justin, yeah, I've been trying to breed a shiny Feebas, 5 to 6 perfect IVs, but haven't been successful. Do you know if the Destiny Knot affects the Masuda method? It does. So I would always attach a Destiny Knot to Pokemon. You're guaranteed 5 IVs from between the both parents passed down. So you kind of want to, like, if you haven't got a perfect Ditto and a perfect Feebas, you want to kind of chain breed them down, and then until you've got really, like, you know, 5 parents with both 5 IVs, you know, and across the board with where you want them, and then you're pretty much giving yourself the best odds then to have that 5 to 6 IV Feebas baby. But it does take a while to do. But definitely use the Destiny Knot. It doesn't matter which Pokemon you attach it to though, they'll pass down regardless, as long as one of the Pokemon is holding it. But Masuda method just increases the shiny odds. It doesn't affect anything like the IVs being passed down or anything like that, so you should be good. AWR got a shiny Deoxys in Fire Green. Is that Fire Green? Leaf Green? Frig yesterday? Frig? It's Frig. Fire Red Leaf Green. That's what it is. I was right. I'm just reading it as Frig. Just ignore me. Congratulations though, that's amazing. That's what I'm hunting. Well, I wanted to hunt it in that, but then it was easier for me to kind of port it in on Emerald, because I'm way further in on my playthrough of Emerald than I am in my Leaf Green. So I was like, well, I'll just do it in Emerald. Eric, how you doing? You know if the glitch still works? Greetings from Spain. The glitch still works. It has not been patched out. It is a tricky one though, because you've really got to. Oh, we've got the shiny. We've got it. It's here. Right, chat. What ball do we want it in? Eric, I'll come back to you about the glitch in a minute. We'll get this one. Okay. What ball are we getting in? Oh, I need to switch Pokemon out. I need to be quick. Don't run away, Chikorita. We can't. Oh, I don't have. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do this and then teach it Hypnosis again. Remember moves. I overwrit Hypnosis with Trick because we needed it for doing the video on the glitch. Just get rid of Psycho Cutter, it doesn't really matter. Right, Safari, friend. Look at it waiting for us right here. This is early. Hello. It's one of the best shiny starters. All right, what have we got? Safari Ball. I think Level Ball. Level Ball's a very cool one. Friend Ball, Safari, friend, Nest, friend, or Level. Nice job. I was finally able to breed a shiny Squirtle. Congrats, shiny Blastoise. That's amazing. Safari. Cyrus, I'm doing well. Chilling with my 2-year-old daughter, collecting sport balls. That is awesome, mate. That is, you're living the dream, mate. You are living the dream. And good luck on the farming of the sport balls. I want to do the same for fast balls. That's what I would really like, but I have not been lucky in the item printer to get one yet, so hopefully get one soon. Yanio, how are you doing? Firefly, what build do you have for your Araquanid? I'm trying to make a build for mine, but not sure where to start. To be honest, Firefly, because I'm just testing the core, I haven't put like too much investment in, like time investment into the EV spread, because I just wanted to test the general idea of the team, the concept of it, see if it worked in the current format. And then what I would generally do when I'm building a team is I would very quickly do the EV spreads, basically, especially when it's for a trick room team or anything like that, which the Araquanids wanting to be in the trick room most of the time, right? So you just want to focus on bulk. There's no specific calcs that I'm really wanting to look at right now, so I'm just dumping 252 in HP, 252 in attack, add Brave Nature, and then I've got Mystic Water on it, Liquidation, Lunge, because I like the idea of being able to lower an opponent's attack. You could go with Leech Life there as well. And then I got Wide Guard and Protect on it. That's the set all in all. But I think what I would tend to do after I've done, say, I don't know, like 30 to 40 battles with the team on the online ladder through the Switch. It'd be different if I was doing it on Showdown or something, because you can get so many more games in very quicker. So what I do after that would be kind of like take mental notes throughout all of those battles, say, okay, well, what was giving me a lot of problems? What can I calc against? What can I take the attack down to give myself a bit more room defensively? I can't believe this Hypnosis isn't hitting. Come on. We've got the safeguard up. I'm just ignoring the safeguard. Okay, we're gonna have to stall out the safeguard. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Rose, how are you doing? I hope you're well. And so basically, after that testing process, I would basically get to the point where I'm like, okay, I can move the attack down a bit. It's not going to take any knockouts away or anything like that. And I'd put that into the defense that it was relevant for, right? And then we'd go from there. But initially, that was such a long-winded answer. I'm just waffling on, so I'm sorry. I should have just said 252, 252. Diana, I know. I hope you're good as well, Diana. Sorry I haven't said hello as well. Hope you're having a great Monday. We'll get there. I think we'll go with Safari Ball. I think it came out on top, the most popular choice. So we've got a few Safari Balls. So let's see if we can get it on the first try. We do. Okay. Phew. I couldn't live through that again. Hypnosising into the safeguard. Real kings. Okay. So that is one down. One Chikorita down. Squirtle, we need to replace you because we are on a grass mission tonight. We'll go for Bulba next because we're in the area. But if you've got a favorite grass starter, let me know in the chat and we'll go for that after the Bulbasaur. And then maybe on our next stream, we'll go after the water starters. So we'll go after the fire starters. Let's see, we just need to fly up here though. How long have we got of this sandwich? We've got 13 minutes. That's not too bad. Yeah, so Eric, coming back to your point on the duplication glitch, it's really tricky to get the positioning of the Smeargle right. Really tricky. What I would do is use the video that I've done as a reference, like pause on the screen where I'm about to encounter it and just use that as a measure to kind of position your own Smeargle and then encounter it from that point, and that should be a bit of help for you if you're not doing that already. So hopefully that is. I think we're gonna have to set up an encounter power here because We will get Bulbasaur spawning, but I don't know if we're going to get the amount spawning in this area that we want without the encounter power on. We'll just get odd ones. Yeah, I think we're going to have to set up an encounter power level 3. Unless we got anything on our map we can go after. Gross. Yeah, I'm playing through Emerald right now to do the Oxys glitch. Nice. Awesome. How far have you got to go? You got to play through pretty much the whole game. But at the same time, it's a very fun game. I'd love to do a playthrough of Emerald on the channel. It'd be very fun. Trico next. Page. Great shout. What have we got? Have we got any grass outbreaks on our map other than the Chikorita? We got an execute. We could take a side quest and go after the execute for like 13 minutes. Do you think, chat? Or do we just go directly for the Bulbasaur? Should we go after the execute? Just not to waste the sandwich. It's just because we're going to have increased rates right now, and the Bulbasaur needs the encounter power on because we haven't got the outbreak for it. So I feel like maybe the execute. Stick to the Bulbasaur, John. First answer. Do it. I'd say go for Bulbasaur. Let's do execute. Go eggs. That's 3 for eggs. 2 for Bulbasaur. Should we just go for the eggs for 13 minutes? Eggs. Okay, let's go eggs. We'll go for eggs and then we'll come straight back for Bulbasaur as soon as his sandwiches run out. We'll not stick around for the eggs because we'll do the eggs on another stream another day. Do you think they will announce the new games in the coming months? Endry, I hope you're good, my friend. And I think, yeah, I honestly feel like it's inevitable that we will get some sort of new game announced on Pokemon Day. I have no, like, I'm so confused as to what it will be though. Honestly, I just don't know what to expect. I think there's so many possibilities. Like, it's Gold and Silver's anniversary this year, so it's like, well, we could get a Johto, a revisit to Johto, which would be super hype. It would be great if we did. With all the Unova references, it would make sense that we could get some sort of Unova trip back to Unova. It's been teased so much, right? But then again, when you think about the Unova tease stuff, is it like, well, was the Indigo disc just gonna be like, that's all we're getting for Unova at the minute? Although going on like remake order, it would make sense that we get a black and white game. But is this the black and white kind of, this is all we're gonna get for Unova? Coming to the terrarium here, the Blueberry Academy. Is this it? And that makes room for the Johto remake? I don't know. I don't know. I'm so confused. But I know at the end of the day, anything that we get, I'm gonna be super hyped for. I will be really hyped if we get to go back to Johto. It's one of my favorite regions. If we get to go back to Unova again, it's gonna be hype because it's gonna be a black and white revisit, right, of some sort. And I just hope we get a Legends game. That would be really cool. It'd be cool if we get a Legends game. Hope Black and White 3. We need Legends game. We do need a Legends game. In a perfect world, we get both, right? We get a Legends game and we get something else as well. And that would be the best case scenario. Gallade, save me. Thank you. Another Legends game. I loved Arceus so much. Yeah, it's such a good game. Such a good game. Maybe Legends Kyurem. Yeah, Legends Kyurem. Just getting that story about the original dragon would be so hype. Who's your favorite Paradox Pokemon? Ooh, favorite Paradox Pokemon. Is it bad that I say Fluttermane? I actually really like Fluttermane, and I know that's like a lot of like VG players like probably worst answer, but I do like Fluttermane a lot. It's a very cool Paradox Pokemon. Who else? Roramoon's very cool as well. What about you? Or remastered Pokemon X and Y. I mean, even that would be good. I loved X and Y. I really did. I think a revisit to X and Y would be good. Going back to Kalos again. This is what I mean. You could throw anything at me and I would be like, yeah, it's going to be great. I think the only reservation I would have to anything, and it would be, I can't expect they would do it, but I don't want to go back to Kanto just yet, unless it's like a Legends Kanto game. But then again, I still feel like it doesn't feel like there's much lore in Kanto compared to the other regions. There feels like there's so much more backstory to all of the other regions that we've had since Red and Blue. So I just feel like Kanto's been done so much, I can't see them doing it. So that would be the only thing where I'd be like, I'm not. I'd still play it. I'd still probably enjoy it, but I'd be like, this could have been used better, I think. But yeah, that would be my only thing. Roaring Moon or Mega Salamence. Mega Salamence by far has to be. Mega Salamence is better than Roaring Moon. Sorry, Roaring Moon. Legend Zygarde, that's another one, you know. Johto Let's Go game. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't be sad if we got a Let's Go Johto game. You know, like they did with, like, say if we do get a Switch 2, like, it seems like it's gonna happen this year at some point. It's gonna be announced. They could do the same sort of thing. The first Pokemon game on the Switch was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, so they could do a similar thing. It would kind of tick the box for the Johto anniversary as well. I'd be happy with it. These still beautiful looking games. Like, I think aesthetically, Let's Go are just some of the best looking Pokemon games. I really like how those games look. And even going back to them after like years, they still look really good to play, and they're just a bit of fun, aren't they? So I would be happy with that. I think I'd like to see like a Legends game or a Black and White remake in amongst that, though, if we got something like that. No, congrats on the thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much for the mini hunt video. I'm down to the Indigo disc and Violet shinies. Also, just know that I found an orange core where the blue one is, though. Really? Was it an outbreak, or was it that was just... I never came across any other core in those areas other than where they were meant to be. But I guess when you look at the map, it's weird. They show their location data is like across that whole band of like the two areas. So I guess in some respects they can probably appear where we don't expect them to too much. But congrats on the ones that you've got so far. Hopefully you get the last two really nice and easy. The outbreaks for them are pretty annoying to get, though, because you've got to check the outbreak to know if you've got them or not. Maybe they'll announce a game revolving around Ash after becoming the world champion. I would take that. I would take that for sure. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. I imagine it's not everyone's cup of tea, but that would be cool. Like we actually play as Ash. You think Arcanine Hisui is better than Incineroar after the first regional? Nah. I think Incineroar is the king, and he's here to stay, unfortunately. Well, no, not unfortunately. I think like Incineroar is just so good. So good. I really like Incineroar. And I think its usage will kind of just stick, really, to be honest. It's got such good utility. I honestly feel like I've been just playing it and Incineroar and Rillaboom just as a pair, because like they were so strong in previous gens, but what the two of them offer between them covers so many kind of like standard core stuff. You can deal with so many problems with just two Pokemon, and they give you such a good line of support, you know. So I don't really see Incineroar going away anytime soon. Hisui and Arcanine, though, still a very, very strong Pokemon. Still love the Arc. As someone who's been playing since Red, I didn't care. I mean, I'm the same. Like, I just feel like they've went back to Kanto so much, right? Really want the shiny Gen 9 starters so bad. You can Masuda method them. It's just you can't get them in any like different Pokeballs. That's the only problem. What are we looking like for this sandwich? How long until the Bulba hunt? 3 minutes. Okay, we got 3 minutes to get the eggs. At least we got some good material for the item printer. But we want these yellow eggs before we leave. I don't think we're going to get them though. Justin, I haven't watched any of the new anime, so I still need to watch the new anime. And there's parts of the older ones, like there's series of the older ones that I just completely missed out. But they're all on iPlayer now, so I think that the next 10 episodes dropped today, didn't it? Pretty sure. I want a 7-star Incineroar raid. I'm sure we'll get one. That would be cool. That would be very good. What Terra type though will it be? Water Terra type, just to make it that bit more difficult. I still feel like they could have went real ham with the Rillaboom. They could have went like fire type Rillaboom. It makes no sense because Rillaboom gets no fire type attacks, but they could have just give it Terra Blast for one raid only, and I swear that would have been the most difficult raid ever. To be fair though, the Blaziken one's been pretty difficult. I just think they give it so much coverage, you know? Like most of the raids only get like maybe one coverage move, so it covers like one of the 2 types that you can bring against it. They were like with Blaziken, nah, Blaziken gets everything, so it's just near impossible to bring anything really, unless you've got a specific Pokemon with like Levitate and it's electric, then you've got some sort of immunity to it. But then you're really only looking at Electros because it has the Rock Slide as well, so Rotom H struggles against it as well. We started watching One Piece. Endry. I have. I'm like 70 episodes in the anime. So I'm getting through them, but I kind of used the cheat code over Christmas and watched the Netflix show, and I really loved it. I really loved it. Yeah. But like I say, being that far in the anime already, I kind of knew the story of the TV show, but it was really cool seeing the adaptation of the TV show, and it wasn't what I was expecting, because I went in expecting like Death Note level of disappointment with it, but I came out way high, like just so impressed by it. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to series 2 of that, whenever that will drop. So yeah, it was good. How are you doing though, Andrew? I hope you're good, my friend. Professor Oak, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Great to have you in the chat as always. Thanks for joining us tonight. And as always, Professor Oak, thank you for the friendly reminder. Chat, if you are enjoying the stream, do take a minute just to hit that like button. It would be massively appreciated. Only if you're liking the stream, and only if you've got 2 seconds. There's no pressure to do it, but it does help out if you can. Let's see what we're looking like for that Bulba hunt. Have you played anything other than Pokemon Axel? Yes, I've played other games other than Pokemon. It might not seem like it, but yeah, I do. I was saying on the last stream, I've been playing Animal Crossing over Christmas. I never played Animal Crossing before, so I've been playing a bit Animal Crossing, and that's been really fun. It's just so different to anything that I've really played before, so been enjoying that and figuring out things on that as well. It's crazy because it's such a huge game and the outbreak's gone. Okay, so no shiny eggs. Back to the Bulba hunt we go. Storms, oh my god, you helped me get my shiny starters. Storms, you are welcome. Congrats on the shiny starters, and please the guide was helpful. Oh, it was brutal putting it together and trying to get it out as quick as possible as well. That was a brutal one. But it's all done now, and I'm pleased I can kind of just stream and do some of the shiny starters. I mean, we don't have to do the starters. They're just fun ones to go after and getting different Pokeballs, of course. But if there's specific Pokemon that you'd like to see shiny hunts on, do let me know in the chat. I'm super open to going after whatever in the terrarium. I'm so bummed that I am, honestly, I think the last few days, like, I probably wasn't as bummed last week about it, but I am so bummed out about the legendaries. The more I think about it, like, why they shiny locked the legendaries in this game, it would have been just so good to have some difficult hunts to go after in these games, because I'm not saying that it's like easy, but there's nothing really super challenging. And I'm craving like a hard shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet, and the legendaries would have delivered that on a plate, you know. And I just think, why did they not just let us shiny hunt them? But never mind, it's done now. Hopefully in the next game we'll be able to. And hopefully they don't mess it up as bad as what they did with their BDSP, where the shiny charm makes no difference at all. 1 chili sauce, 1 olive oil. I think we need a salty for this encounter power 1. Encounter, we can go sour. And we can go sweet. So we can go, makes no difference. We'll go sour for this one. Mini O's in an outbreak found an orange first where you said to hunt the blue one and hunted again and found the blue one second time in the same area. Wow, was the orange one a shiny that you found as well? Did you shiny hunt the orange one there, or was it just the one-off that you saw? Like one-off in that area, I mean. What Pokeball do you have in mind for the Bulbasaur Ninja Knight? That is a great question. What do you all think? Let's get it nailed down before we find it. Professor Oak, shiny lock in the legendaries was brutal. Overall sword and shield was better. There's parts of me at the minute now thinking, should I finish my dex in my shield? Because I haven't done any of the Dynamax adventures in my shield copy. Like, I've done all of the Isle of Armor stuff, but I haven't done any of the Dynamax adventures in that game. I'm like, should I finish my dex, get the shiny charm, just so I can go after some of the legendaries in that game? Because I'm like, I know GS Cup will be around the corner soon with VG, and I think there's some legendaries I would like to get. Like there's Entei, I haven't shiny hunt yet, and I think I would love to just go and shiny hunt Entei. I have the same problem like in Ultra Moon, because I haven't finished the dex in Ultra Moon, so I don't have the shiny charm in that one. I've got it in Ultra Sun, but I don't have it in Ultra Moon, so I can't really optimize. Like, it's not the best odds for doing the Ultra Wormholes for Entei in that game. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do, but we can do all sorts. Friend Ball's a great shout, Paige. I do them with you because I don't have most of the legendaries in that too. Atomic Hot, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That's the thing with the Dynamax adventure raids. Those of you that have Sword and Shield as well can kind of hop in and join me do it as well. We aren't getting that many spawns of the Bulbasaur in this location. This is not the best spot. We better just doing a run around maybe. Doing this spot here. This might be better from this location. I always find Bulbasaur a hard shiny to go after, you know. It's that one that looks a different color, that one over there, but it's not. Bulbasaur is one of those shinies, it's hard to spot. Where's the ledge for this? I think, yeah, around here might be better. If we set the picnic up here, we could potentially get a few more spawns on the top here. Yes, do dens. Dens would be fun. Also, thank you so much for the starter video. I have them all shiny, thanks to you. Now, for the big question, should I evolve them all or keep them as babies? I've kept all mine as babies. So the ones that I'm getting on stream now, I think they're the ones that I'm going to evolve. So I kept all of mine in a box. Like, I've still got them. I think all of them are from that video. Let's see, what did we get? Oh, we got Bulbasaur on a Safari Ball last time, so a Friend Ball would be good this time. Right. Did I get Chikorita in? Got a Safari Ball. We should have got it in a Friend Ball. We should have got it in a Friend Ball. All of you who said Friend Ball, that's what we should have done. I think run around for Bulba here might be a bit of a better one, you know. Just got to pay attention to the Bulba spawns. I just worry about the runaround where we are getting spawns behind us that we can't see. That's the only problem. And then we miss the shiny if it comes in. Just we're getting way more spawns just moving around and kind of looping around this area rather than just staying static and getting a very small amount of spawns in that one area at the top. We'll try and do the picnic reset because it's a little bit better. It's easier to keep up with the chat as well if I can do that. But this is not a bad area to do the hunt in as well. I I found this to be quite a good place to do a reset where you get a decent amount of spawns and you can get them down on this ledge down here. So you don't get a huge amount though. We'll try here for a minute. You're going to resume the Arceus hunt anytime soon. Endry, I would love to. Yes. Yeah, I put the poll up on the channel though. That was the thing. I was like, should I just go into the Arceus hunt? We do that straight off the bat, or should we do Indigo disc stuff? And everyone preferred Indigo disc stuff, so we will go back to the Arceus hunt though, for sure. That is something we have to finish. We have to finish. And I've got the Deoxys hunt ready to go as well, so that one is something I would like to do alongside it. That, and obviously the let's go back up to this top bit, the wormholes and stuff like that. But I mean, if we're doing something like the Dynamax adventure raids, we could probably do the Arceus hunt alongside with that, because there's so much kind of downtime when doing that, you know? The light here is so deceiving. There is another way to do this to get more spawns rather than the picnic method as well, but we'll try it from this spot, because this spot is generally normally quite good at getting the amount of spawns that you need in. There we go. You should do a Dynamax Adventures with chat after the Bulba hunt. Would you guys be up for that tonight? We could do a Wednesday. We could just do a full stream Wednesday of Dynamax Adventure raids. That would be a lot of fun. I'd be down for it for sure. I just started playing the game. Logging. How are you finding it? Are you enjoying it? This is a terrible spot. One way you can do this is you can fly out from this spot here until the spawns disappear. Then all the spawns disappear, you kind of turn around and come back. And then this is not a bad way to do it. And then you do get way more spawns coming onto the field doing it this way. So that's probably what we should do. And you just fly until they all go, spin back around, and we can fly back. We should get more spawning in doing that, but it's probably not even a bad idea just moving around on the top here, to be honest. The problem is the ones down below will get spawns down below us on the ledge below, and that's maybe ones that we'll miss. These ones over here always look like shinies to me, but they're not. I guess the 16 method for this is not a bad one to do. If you can get 16. See, that one in the distance definitely looks shiny, but it's 100% not. It's just the light. Keeps throwing me off. I'd love to hunt the genies on Dynamax Adventures. Be very cool. That will probably be at work Wednesday and won't be able to. We could do it Friday as well, Danny. If you guys want to do stuff like that, I'm totally down for doing like hunting the legendaries like that, because well, the odds are so good in the Dynamax Adventure raids, right? Got like 1 in 100. We got the shiny. We got the shiny. There we go. Okay, that is a relief. Shiny Bulba. That's good. Let's go. That was a bit easier than what we thought. Okay, cool. Whew. The Bulbasaur hunt definitely stresses me out a lot. It's just hard to see, and the spawns aren't the best. Synchro reset would actually be a really good one to do as well, Kevin, because then you're not flying out, you're just getting your synchro and just fly away. And then, yeah, probably the best one. Did you manage to get that shiny Celebi in GBA? We did. We got it way below odds. Got like 1,300, I think, around that. So yeah, we got that. I was planning on doing a giveaway for that Celebi, and then because I was under the impression it would be, you could port it in to Scarlet and Violet, but it wasn't the case, unfortunately. So we'll have to wait till the next games What did we say for Pokeball for the Bulba? Right, I know Friend Ball. Friend Ball seems like the one. Okay. Friend Ball it is. Friend Ball. Have you tried Occludon for Blaziken? I have. It's consistent winner. I haven't yet, actually. There was some really good builds suggested over the weekend from people in the comments. So I still have it. I will definitely test it out. Right. What's next then? We're going after, we've got Snivy might be a good one. Trico could be a good one as well. I know Trico was mentioned in the chat. So, Bulba. Trico might be a really fun one to go for. Rowlet would be a good one. Down for Rowlet. Snivy. Right, we got Snivy, Rowlet. Chespin. There's 3. Okay, we need to make a decision. Snivy. Twig, Snivy. Right, okay, let's go for Snivy next. Snivy's a nice easy one to go after. We can do it from this location up here. Snivy's a good hunt. And let's change this over. And Snivy's got, actually no, Snivy's a really good hunt, but I think we need an outbreak for Snivy. That's the only thing. We'll go for Snivy then, but we do need an outbreak for Snivy. So we're gonna have to get the outbreak for it, because otherwise it's impossible to really, I mean, we can go and hunt it, but it'd be better if we had the outbreak for it. And then it pretty much guarantees it. We could, rather than get the outbreak for it. Oh, okay. It was destined. That is absolutely crazy. I was like, maybe if we don't get it, we don't want to waste too much time resetting for it. Snivy's there. Yeah, Snivy spawns in the savannah, so it's just, if you've got the encounter power on, it spawns alongside like everything else, so it's really difficult. Yeah, I can't believe we got it in the first time. The Gold Assassin, how are you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Long time no see. Thanks for dropping into the stream. I hope you're doing well though. Where are you, Snivy? Cyrus, thanks for helping me get 100 fresh start mochi from my Missingo era shiny Mew. Nice, awesome to hear. I do need to do that fresh start mochi. I've only got about 10 of them left. Vanessa, thank you so much for the subscribe. Right, let's switch over to Latias to do these. So we'll do the 60 and then we'll see. We might get the shiny along the way. We've got, I think, we've got 18 minutes of this encounter power sandwich left, so. Right, where are you, Snivies? Hard to see in the grass. 2. 5. This is going to be the most boring bit of the stream. I'm sorry, chat. Big counting. 6. Good. Snivy's got one of the best shinies in the game as well. Right, there's 10 done. It'd be amazing if we just got the shiny very early on. I don't think we will for this one. I got it pretty quickly when I did it the first time round. I feel like it's gonna kind of punish us this time, but we'll see. Gil, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. Great to see you as always in the chat. I hope you've had a fantastic Monday, my friend, and enjoy the rest of the stream with us, however long you can stick around tonight. And Party Lemon, how are you as well? Hope you are doing good. Right, I think we're on about 16 now. 17, 18, 19. Right, there's 20. 20. 21. 22. Anyone tuning in is like, why are we sitting watching this guy count? 23. I almost wish I had a bit of software where it could kind of just auto count for you, so you could just go around knocking all the Pokemon out and then it would just auto count on screen. Or if we just had an auto counter in game, it would be so much better, easier. I mean, I shouldn't really complain. We have everything else pretty easy, so 26, 27, I'm probably way off the count. We'll call this number 30. We'll call it 30. We'll be there. We'll be there in a minute. On those maxed odds. Two, 3. Latias isn't leaving that one on the top of the rock. I was like, should we leave that one? Nah. Looked so peaceful up there. Starchild Luke, how you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream, mate. I hope you're keeping well and had a great weekend. Hope your Monday's been good as well, man. Right, I'm going to call that 40, I think. Twenty more to go. 2. Do you plan on releasing any other merch in the future? We'll have more merch drops, yeah, for sure. Call Assassin. We're actually working on one at the minute for when this one finishes, but that'll be like a longer term one, so it should be yeah, so that'll probably be like the start of February when that drops. But that one I'll just be there for as long as until the next one, I guess. But it's a pretty fun one, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. But this one worked out pretty well overall, kind of just with the timing of everything. So a bit lucky with how it all worked out, this one, but it was a fun one to do. Assume, what was your very first shiny hatch in Pokemon? My first hatch was Arceus back in Sun. My first shiny egg that I ever had would have been a... Ooh, what would it have been? I think it was probably something like really... It might have been a Marill, you know, in X and Y. It was definitely an X and Y. So it might have been a Marill. I feel like it was something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head what my first ever was. But I know it was X and Y because the breeding mechanics in X and Y got such a buff from the previous generation. So it was like, it was really good to breed in those games and also get like for perfect IVs, because we didn't have bottle caps back then. So you had to kind of train your IVs or breed down your IVs. So that was probably, I'll have to go back to X and Y and have a look. Might even be in home though, that's the problem. Right, I want to say that that's probably about 60. We'll do these 3, and then I'd say that's probably a safe. I don't want to lose the outbreak though. Best shiny I have, it's a toss up between the Celebi that we got from Crystal. I have to say that one was just such a... I didn't ever think we were really ever going to get that one, because that's the odds for that was just like absolutely insane, you know. So I think that one, or one of my favorites that we got recently actually, and I love it. I've actually got it in my boxes because I traded it up from Pokemon Home recently. It is... Where are you? It's in one of these boxes. There it is. There it is. The Beast Ball. Some of you were here when we caught this. The Beast Ball Shiny Rayquaza from Ultra Sun, which is very cool. So this is definitely one of my favorites that I've got. Yeah, so that would definitely be up there for sure. What about you? Will there be more Pecha gear restocked? Sold out last I looked. It should. I think on the videos, Brian, it's showing as out of stock for some reason, but it's not out of stock, if that makes sense. So click through on one of them just to see if you're after any of the merch. So it should be stocked. So I don't know why it's showing that weird glitch when they're showing below the YouTube videos, which is really annoying. But I think there's like feed through issues between it and Spring. And to be honest, I don't think I'll be using Spring for that much longer. It's just pretty convenient at the moment because there's that instant integration with YouTube, and it was just easier for me to do that quickly rather than set something up like dedicated. So, but check them out. If they are, let me know, and I'll have a look. I'll go in. So they shouldn't be sold out though. Got a shiny Arbok this morning. Starchild Luke, congrats. Super nice shiny as well. Super nice shiny. If Penny's Pokemon theme is Steel types and Penny's are Eevee, what about Aya? I can say that I was there when that Rare popped up. Endry, you were, my friend. That was nuts. I think out of all of the shinies that we've caught recently as well, and I think the Beast Ball just made it that bit more special as well, because I don't think I had many Beast Balls left at the time, and I was like, oh, we're never going to get it in a Beast Ball, and it would be so fire to get it in a Beast Ball, and we did, and it was just like, it was just such a cool moment. It was really cool. I think it's one of those where I'll remember it for a very long time. Instantly had to trade it up to Scarlet and Violet though. It's very cool. But that's, again, it makes it so much worse that the legendaries in this game have just been shiny locked for no reason. DFW, thank you so much for the subscribe. Really appreciate it. And Jackson as well. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate the sub and the support. Brian, you were right. They are not sold out on the website. I should have looked harder before asking. No, not your bad, mate. My bad, because it's just, I think it's just a glitch with how it's pulling through, and it's super annoying how it's showing. But thanks for asking. Don't feel bad for asking about that. That's all on me, my friend. Just saying, what is the worst noticeably different shiny in your opinion? Okay, noticeably different. Worst shiny. Has to be noticeably different though. That's the question. That's a toughie. I wonder if I can picnic reset on top of this rock, because that might be a way for us to do this and then pan around the area. Let's try and see if we can. Sometimes we can do it. Okay, there's the trick. Noticeably different. Worst shiny. Now you've asked me. I don't know. Give me what's yours? And that might spark some thoughts for me. Are we only getting that one spawn hatch? We got one there. One there. The Executor are kind of eating up a lot of our spawn table as well. We've got a huge clump there, but none of them are shiny. That's all we've got for there. Don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already, folks. Thank you so much, Luke. I really appreciate that. Again, chat, if you are enjoying the stream, do drop a like. Ingenite, man, the worst of Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix is definitely up there. I don't know if it's like that. Would that fall into the noticeable category though? It's such a frustrating one to hunt, because you're really only looking. Is it the eyes? I think, are the only thing. Chocodet is horrible to spot. Chocodet is the worst. I'd say Seal. Seal's probably one of the worst. I haven't even approached doing that yet. Diggy, yeah. It's weird. Some places you can picnic. Like you think, oh, I won't be able to do it up there. It's always worth just kind of trying to see some spots if you can just get the picnic set up in some areas where we can do. That one there looks a little more... Nah, that's not. They're all the same. Yeah, it's always worth just trying these random areas if you think, oh, it'd be good to have a picnic reset up there, but there doesn't seem to be any room. If you shuffle around enough, most of the time you're going to be able to get a picnic set up. Most places. Kanto Moltres, yeah. Incineroar Shiny was so disappointing. Oh, John, you know what? I used to think the same, but then I think when I've come into this game, because I really like the shiny for Litten. I like Litten Shiny. I prefer Litten Shiny than I do Incineroar Shiny. But then if you get Litten Shiny, then you're going to end up with Shiny Incineroar as well. I know what you mean, because I never used to really like Shiny Incineroar that much. It's kind of grew on me though, over the years. Wait, I think we're better off just doing a run around of this area, you know? We're not getting a huge amount of spawns from this spot. Joy, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the chat today, and I hope you're having a great Monday. Ghastly's one. Mimikyu, yeah. Mimikyu's another one. Garchomp's a really bad one, because Garchomp had so much potential. Gengar as well, especially because I teased Mega Gengar. We always say Mega Gengar, that is what Shiny Gengar should be. Remember Shellos? I remember. I will never forget. Still got it in Pokemon Home in a special box all by itself. At least Snivy's quite a noticeable. Well, it is not. It is noticeable. It doesn't seem that noticeable, but it is very noticeable when the shiny does pop up compared to the regular one. Yeah, I think running around, we're gonna get way more spawns than we do on that rock. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled when we're doing it. That doesn't make it an easy one. But who wants easy, right? Question is, if we do get it, what ball are we going to go for with it? I think it's a lot easier to spot at night time as well. I think the lighting is a lot less infringing on it in the night than through the daytime. It can make it a little harder to spot. I have a shiny Litten, level 100. Nice. I love that. Keeping it as a Litten. Preserving that perfect shiny, because shiny Litten is just, it's such a good shiny. Just Incineroar is just looks, yeah, just shouldn't ever be really all white. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the white, but which is your favorite Pokemon, past, future, or and you only pick one? Past. 100% past. I would miss Iron Hands, but that would probably be about it. The past Paradox are way better, in my opinion anyway. Everyone has their own taste, of course, but if it was up to me, I would say, yeah, you can scrap the future Pokemon and we'll keep the past ones. I really like Iron Crown though. Really like Iron Crown. It's like one of my favorite new Paradox Pokemon. I think out of all the new ones, it's really one that's surprised me a lot, especially in competitive. I really do like it. But yeah, for the majority of the time, the future ones just, yeah, they're just not the same. And their shinies are not great either. Very metallic, all of them, very similar. Right, let's try this one more time. Safari Moonball's a nice shout. I like the Moonball. Are we hearing Zelda music? There is. Yeah, we got the Zelda music on. The only problem with this is it was so far away. Like that looks... Could that be a different shade? It's worth investigating, I think. I don't think it is the shiny, but... No, they're both the same. This one might not be a quick one, I don't think. I've said it now. I've said they're easy to spot. But I don't think this one's going to be the one. Hopefully we don't get stuck on this for the rest of the night. Did say though, when we came to it, I feel like it's going to be a bit of a harder one for us to do tonight because I got it so quick when I first did it and wasn't expecting to. So I think we're going to have a bit of a proper hunt for it tonight before we are able to get it. Do the crew necks for feeling pitchy run small or big in your opinion? I would say they run pretty much spot on, Brian, for what you'd expect them to be, if that makes sense. So this is a medium to me. I'd say if anything, they're probably slightly smaller, so get a larger size. But it depends how you you wearing your stuff. Like I've got some oversized sweats and they're big, way bigger than this. And normally mediums like the size that's like spot on, doesn't look super big. Not too tight either, but this runs probably about a tiny bit smaller than what you maybe expect, so it could be worth going just slightly larger if that helps. Do you think they will ever put new Paradox Pokemon in 5-star raids? Probably not now. I don't think we'll get any new Paradox Pokemon now. But we'll probably get raids for some of the Paradox because they've only done a handful of them. I think, was it Iron Moth was the last one that we got? I think Slitherwing and Iron Moth were the last Paradox Pokemon. So we've had those. We've had Great Tusks, Iron Treads. So I feel like we'll probably get the rest of them at some point. But also maybe not as well now because I want to say they're going to do the remaining legendaries that we can transfer in, but we can't actually catch in game, you know, like they did with the Dialga and the Palkia. Okay, the soundage has run out. What we'll do is we'll set up that encounter power. We don't need... We'll use a Humongo power on this one. Yeah, so maybe we get stuff. I don't know. They might even do mythical Pokemon. I'd imagine we get a special 7-star raid for Pokemon Day, maybe. That would be kind of cool if they do something like that. But there's a bunch of legendaries that we can kind of trade in, but we can't actually get in game. So they might do stuff like that, which would be kind of cool if they do. You just gotta hope that they don't. They could increase the shiny rate odds of them, I guess. I mean, we saw them do the shiny increase rates for the Gimmighoul, but it wasn't really increased, was it? So a spicy and a sour. I hope we get shiny Miraidon and Cryogon and mystery gifts on Pokemon Day. That would be very cool, because how fire is shiny Cryogon? Such a good shiny. I mean, both of them shiny would be really cool. Yeah, I could see that happening as well. It's interesting as well that recently, like, Blaine's video got pulled down like that. It is a weird thing to happen because it was up for over a year. So for it to just suddenly get pulled down, it does make sense that like something like that is on the way. So I would totally get behind that theory. Mochi Mayhem was so funny and fun. Mimikyu fine, I loved it. It was so good. I'm pleased you enjoyed it though. I really hope we get, like, it would be great to get another spin on, like, you know, like little epilogue adventure like that. But I don't know. I think that's probably it for Scarlet and Violet, sadly. But it would be amazing if we got another one. I was really hoping we get Victini in these games. We could get a special raid for Victini, I guess, you know? Especially if they announce like a Unova game, it would be kind of fitting if we did. But it's not in the game data, that's the only problem with it, so maybe not as well. Because I think Genesect's another one as well. I don't know if you can you trade Genesect in to Scarlet and Violet? That would be a big question. Luke, my son sends more good luck for this sandwich. Thank you, Luke, and thank you to your son as well. I appreciate it so much. I'm gonna need it, I think, for this one. Luke, you guys had a good result yesterday. It's looking a bit better for you guys at the minute. Hard game against Spurs as well. Joanna, I hope they do some of the mythical Pokemon as they're tricky to get now. Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a great way for them to do them. I just hope, like, I wouldn't even be mad if they I'd be happy if they did the mythicals in raids and were just like, okay, they're not shiny locked, but they're just standard odds. It would give you a reason to actually, you know, shiny hunt a raid for once, because it's like full odds, right? So I would definitely put the time in. If they said, like, imagine Victini, they were like, okay, we got a raid for Victini. This isn't going to happen because Victini's not in the game data, but just for instance, they said Victini's going to be in a 5-star raid. It's not shiny locked, but it's odds of 1 in 4096. I would be so hype about that, even though it would be such a hard hunt, you know? I wouldn't be doing any terror raids for a while because I wouldn't be updating until I got the shiny Victini. It would be so good. Something like that. That would be really cool if they do it. I just hope they don't shiny lock stuff when they if they do drop anything like that going forward, because I feel like we're gonna have, you know, now until potentially November with these games before we get anything else. So they're gonna have to do some events to kind of fill our time. And if they're wanting to delay the games even further, push stuff back, they're gonna have to maybe do something else in Scarlet and Violet. So maybe we haven't seen the last feature in Scarlet and Violet, you know? Man United are all over the place at the moment, mate. Don't, mate. The Toon Army are not the force we were. We are injury ravaged and struggling to get results. Just throwing away games in the last minutes. It's a tough watch at the minute, being a Toon fan, but I put it with like worse over the last 14 years, so I'm not too worried. It'll work out, I'm sure. Shiny raids are so long to hunt. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that is the worst thing. But I mean, I can't see them doing events for like the mythicals and saying, oh, we're gonna just drop a static encounter somewhere, you know, like they have done with the legendaries. Unless Snacksworth appears again, you know, there's nothing to say they couldn't code something in and Snackworth appears and he's got a new snack that you can get off him and it's for a special mythical Pokemon, and then that mythical Pokemon isn't shiny locked. That would be cool. So Snacksworth could come back as well. So it doesn't necessarily have to be raids for these Pokemon to be introduced. They could do some Snacksworth magic, because I wonder if they've filled all the spots in Paldea for the legendaries. So they've got Kitakami and they've got the Terrarium where we could potentially get the legendaries appearing as well. You got like the 4 biomes of the Terrarium where you could get a legendary in each of those, and then, you know, because we haven't had the genies either, so how are they going to do the genies? Like the Terrarium feels perfect for the genies. If Snacksworth was to have a special like mystery gift event where Snacksworth give you 4 new snacks for the genie, you know, the quad genies, where you've got I guess Tornadus would be in the polar biome, you'd have the coastal biome be Thunderous, you'd have the Savannah biome would be Landorus, and then the Canyon biome would be Enamorus, right? It just, yeah. It makes too much sense in my head for this not to happen now. I'm going to be very disappointed when we don't get this event ever. But yeah, Snacksworth is the answer, I feel. Just got a shiny Alpha Rhyperior and Arceus. Naruto, that is amazing. Congrats. That is so, so cool. Hits differently. Getting Alpha Shinies is just so, so good. Congrats. That is amazing. Very happy for you. Beth, thank you so much for the subscribe. And if you are joining us tonight, I hope you enjoy the stream with us. But appreciate the subscribe. That what you're saying might be the coolest apology gift for Game Freak that ever made. Yeah, Pika fan, that would be, it would actually, I'd be like, I'd kind of forgive for the legendaries slightly. I'd be like, this is all right. Okay, you can do Snacksworth, and then you could shiny hunt. You like even just shiny hunting like the genies and stuff like that. You know, and the Reggies as well. They could do the same for the Reggies in the terrarium, and then have the Torchlit Labyrinth. Have Regigigas in there somewhere. Would he fit anywhere in there? Probably not. I don't know. But there's all these possibilities, I guess. When you really think about it, there's so many things they could do. So, and like, I just think they got so much time to kill before another game comes out. You're gonna have like all the hype season running for a while, and you know, there'll be leaks and like there usually is, but they're still going to have events to keep the games relevant and keep people interested in the franchise. So they're sort of things I could see them kind of doing. Hire me, Game Freak. I would definitely make this happen if I could. Do you have another job other than YouTube? Marco, not now. No. So with the casting and then the channel, this is what I do. This is what I do now, which was really daunting when I first started doing it. But I'm in such a privileged position to be able to do it. So, and it's all thanks to you guys, really, you know, for the support that you get. And I just feel very grateful, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it as much as I can, because who knows how long it'll last for, you know. No, I wasn't the happiest in my job that I had. So I made the decision just to dive in and do it, you know, and not have any regrets, because I think not doing it, I would have had regrets, like, and just staying in a job I wasn't happy with. So I was in a position where I could kind of take advantage of that and do that. So like I say, I just feel very lucky, and just, yeah, just really appreciate the position I'm in, and don't want to, I feel like I'm going to mess it up, but hopefully I don't. So Rose, gotta go watching football with a friend today. Let's go Buffalo. Rose, have an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully I'll catch you later in the week, but have an amazing time at the game, and hope your team wins. Let's go Buffalo. That'll be fun. Gonna have a fun night ahead of you. We'll be getting into evening now there, I'm sure. Oddish, how are you doing? And Scott, how are you? Make a DLC number 3 and new area and new Pokemon. They could totally do that, you know. They could totally have another island where we go off to. I've heard some really cool theories, you know. You guys know I watch Tyranitar Tube. I love his theories, and he gets a lot of fan theories in as well. It goes through them, and it's just some cool ideas from there where, yeah, we could go off to another island with, you know, Cyrano could take us off somewhere, and we do a quest, and it's to get a mythical or something like that. So there's definitely things that they could do, and then it could open up different features that we've kind of missed from these games, I guess, as well. So because there's definitely stuff that they scrapped in these games. I mean, potentially, depending on how much you believe the leakers and stuff like that, but like, I kind of tend to believe that there probably was, you know, an IV, like they call it a PK hex feature where you could adjust the IVs, but it was basically, I think when it came out, it was a facility where you could make the IV down to 0 on a certain Pokemon. So it wasn't change it, like customize it completely, but you could turn it to 0. And that seems to have been scrapped. So that's something else that they could maybe pull into the games at some point, whether or not they're just sitting on it or whether or not that's completely scrapped, who knows. But there is definitely stuff, I think, that they could drip feed us over the next few months to keep our interest going. But they definitely need to, they need to make good on the legendary shiny lock-in for sure, because that was, it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. How's Godkiller and their friend doing? Godkiller doing good, my friend. We need to get back to the Arceus hunt. We've been talking about it tonight, so we will get back to it soon. But I hope you've been doing well, my friend. And you'll be happy to know I've already shiny hunted the entire Oddish line. It was one of the first hunts that I did outside of doing content. I went and got Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Blossom. Got the whole family. You look shiny, but I know you're not. Could we go back in time or forward to see the Professor and more Paradox? Now that would be very cool. Because yeah, I feel like there's scope for all of that sort of things as well. And who's to say that the Pokedex is finished where it is, right? You know? They could totally tweak things. I don't know if I'm just having like that mixed signal where I'm like, the epilogue is the end of that story, so is that the end of Scarlet and Violet? Which most likely it is, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. They could totally add things in, you know, which would excite me because I've really enjoyed like all aspects of Scarlet and Violet. So I don't think I'm the only one saying like I would be down for more Scarlet and Violet stuff. How's the hunt going? Chikorita happens to be one of my only shinies with the rare mark. Shiny Ranger, that's amazing. So thankful for the mark charm. That is a crazy good mark. I haven't actually checked the marks on these two. Hunt's going really well. We got the Chikorita earlier on in the stream, and then we've got the Bulbasaur. We're doing the Snivy now. Didn't get a mark on the Chikorita and no mark on the Bulba, unfortunately. But the shiny hunts have been going. They've been a lot of fun so far tonight. Snivy is eluding us though. This one is the light, but they're no different. They're all the same. Jonna, I always checked the job opportunities of the Pokemon Company, not gonna lie. I'd love to work for the Pokemon Company like full time. The only thing is like when you become like, you know, it would be great to work for the Pokemon Company, but I wouldn't be able to do YouTube anymore doing that. I wouldn't be able to compete at events anymore if I ever wanted, because the nice thing about casting is I can still compete if I want to. I can play in the circuit if I want to, which is really nice, which I think is a valuable thing to be able to do, you know, especially if I am casting. I feel like it's a good thing. As much as I can't practice as much as I used to when I used to play like really seriously, I still think it's good to go and play in a competitive environment just to kind of keep my hand in things for when I do cast. But if you work for them, you can't do any of that. So there is like some things that you couldn't do. And you know, the days when when I'm no longer casting, it does open the door for us to do you know, a lot more different content, and not in a bad way, but like, you know, like fan-made ROM games. You know, we can do randomizers and stuff like that on the channel, which is stuff I would like to do, but I just, you know, there is things that I can't do right now. But you know, is that the shiny? No, you totally deceived me there. I really thought that was the shiny for a moment. I really did, but we had it. So yeah, but yeah, it'd be an amazing place to work. And all the people I know that work for the Pokemon Company are super nice people. It always seems like a really nice environment to be in. I've had the opportunity to go up to the Pokemon offices in London a couple of times now, and it's been so good every time I've went and visited. So it would be amazing. I don't know what I would do. Probably nothing much of use, to be honest. So I could probably never see myself working at the Pokemon Company. I don't really have the talents I think that they would be looking for. But yeah, keep trying, keep applying for those jobs. Again, I've went off on a mad tangent. It's got to make the shiny charm charge more effective to catch shinies. That would be kind of cool. No more Charizard. There is too much Charizard. Too much and TCG for sure. Everyone loves the Charizard. I wonder if they will do the raid events again though. They'll probably go through the 7-star raids at some point, so people that missed the early ones do get a chance to get the older ones. I just got home. Lazio, how are you doing? Glad to see you streaming again. How was your holidays? Holidays were really good, my friend. I hope you had a great time over the holiday period as well. And it's great to see you in the chat. I hope your Monday's been great. And Cobb, thank you so much for the subscribe. Sorry if I butchered your name. John did my first master outbreak hunt today after getting the shiny charm. Got a shiny Seviper and Tyrogue. Very nice. Seviper's a cool shiny to get. I still haven't hunted one yet in the Indigo disc, but we do need to do that. We'll have to do that very soon. What are we looking like on the sandwich? Not too great with time. I mean, we've got loads of time left, but it's all right. Charlie B17, thank you so much for becoming our latest member here on the channel. Thank you so much, Charlie. It really means a lot, and I really appreciate it, my friend. Too much Pikachu Mimikyu fan. You would say that though, Mimikyu fan, being a Mimikyu fan and having that Mimikyu mentality. There can never be too much Pikachu. Never too much Pikachu. Pikachu was a badass in Arceus as well. Such an aggro Pokemon. I never expected them to make it such an angry Pokemon in Arceus, but it was very angry all the time and could spot you like a mile away. Even if you were crouching and you had the stealth spray on, it would still get you. Tried to spawn a shiny Magby outbreak for 25 minutes. Spawned Taurus instead. I'll take it. There's a really good spot for Magby. If you don't want to do the outbreak, there's a cave in the Torchlit Labyrinth that you can go to just over the border between the savannah and the coastal biome. Literally just here on the map, just in this, it's like literally here, just north of this rest area. Just in there, there'll be a tunnel, and you can just go into the tunnel and they'll spawn. If you've got the encounter level 3 and sparkling power sandwich on for fire types, they'll just spawn in the cavern area, so you can get real good spawns. And then use the synchronize function to just use your Pokemon to run out of the tunnel while you stay in, and you'll get the despawn everything and then get the new spawns in. It's a nice shiny hunt, nice chill one. Too much non-oddish Pokemon. It's nice though that we can get the outbreaks for them now, though. You know, think it's cool. It took me ages to get a Blossom one. That was definitely the hardest one to get. The One Unleashed, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. We got very lucky with the Bulbasaur hunt. Actually, with the Chikorita as well. I feel like this one is not okay and as lucky with this one, but see if we try the picnic method again up on here. We'll try and see if we can get a decent reset, respawn. Jaden, anyone got a Zarude or Kelio to trade? Those are my last mythicals I need. They would be good events to do in the games as well, you know. They would be really good events to do. M Forbes, how are you doing, mate? Great to see you. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. I hope you've had a great Monday, and I hope your holidays were good as well. It is going good, mate. Struggling with this Snivy though. It is not showing up for us, but we'll be patient. We'll get it. Toro, I did the cave, Magby. It's better, but you need the perfect spot for the picnic method inside. Yeah, just use this. If you use the synchro, it is a bit faffy using the synchro machine to go into your Pokemon and run out the cave, but it does work really effectively, and then you don't need to use the picnic method to despawn everything and get new respawns onto the field. John, I just finished knocking out 60 of them, made the poison sandwich, and as soon as I left the picnic, boom, it was there. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. That's amazing. Awesome. Andrew, how are you doing? I hope you're great, and thanks for joining the stream today. Violon's shiny Snivy is what we are getting. We're after that at the minute. Yeah, we got we got the Chikorita and then we went after Bulbasaur. So we've got 2 already tonight. So we're moving on to the Snivy now. And then maybe Trico or Rowlet after this one, depending on what you guys would like to see. Can we knock a few more of these out just in case we haven't got the 60? Because my counting wasn't the best when we were running up to the... We're not really anywhere near the outbreak either, so we need to probably come down here a little bit more. I wonder if we can just do a picnic reset here maybe, and the spawns will come in there. Let's see if we can. Gonna have to go, but thank you guys for a great stream. Good luck on the Snivy late and hope to see you all soon. You as well, Joanna. Thanks so much for coming by the stream tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And again, yeah, hopefully catch you later in the week as well. Take care of yourself. Oddish, call upon God Killer's power. We need it. We do need it now. We need one of your special chants, Oddish. We haven't had one in a long time. Charlie, how do you use it? It keeps telling it's not the time when I try to use the synchro. Yeah, it can be tricky on the Pokemon that you're using it on for. I like to kind of stop my Pokemon in their tracks and then, yeah, see, we've got it there. So if I try and use it now, it should work. Yeah, you just got to be a little bit persistent with it, and you've got to be quite close to the Pokemon when you're using it as well. In the cave though, yeah, I found something like that wasn't flying, something like a Gallade, a Breloom, something that is bipedal, probably worked a little bit better for sinking into it, because it kind of stayed a bit closer to me when I was trying to use the sync function. If you're talking about that one location. Glad to see you streaming again. Osirus, Gluckle, and the Shiny Hunt. Hybrid Wolf, thank you so much, and I hope you're doing good. Great to see you in the stream, and it is nice to be back, finally. Like, it's going to be good going forward. Got a lot planned with the stream, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really tempted, you know, like after our talk earlier, to do the Dynamax Adventure raids on Wednesday. If you guys would be down for that, I would be super down for doing some Dynamax Adventure raids for the legendary, shiny legendary hunt. And if you, but it's all whether or not you guys would want to see that, want to join in with that. Trico of a Sceptile. Kale, I love Trico Shiny. Trico Shiny is so good. Can you get a shiny Smoliv? You can, but we'd have to go back to Paldea for that. I think it's... I don't think it... Yeah, it doesn't even spawn in Kitakami, does it? I think it's just Paldea. The only Smoliv I ever got as a shiny, I traded away. Which I kind of wish I kept, but... Scott wanted one really badly, and I was like, I could catch you a shiny Smoliv, no trouble. And it took me ages to get it, and then I was like, yeah, there you go. I kind of want to keep it, but I did trade it. It was fine. Commander Brent sent down to do them. Awesome to hear. Glad to see you. Cyrus, can you be down to get the shiny Smoliv after shiny Snivy? We could definitely go for a shiny Smoliv. A little bit different back to Paldea. I've never done it on stream before as well. Bebum, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Hope you are doing good, mate. Is this working? Is what working? The eyes? Or the shiny hunt? Because the shiny hunt is not working right now. What do you do before catching the shiny sandwich? I need help. Yeah, so I set up a... So you really want, if you're doing a mass outbreak, you would want to knock out 60 of them first. And that will get you to like the magic number where it maxes out the shiny odds for the outbreak. And then once you've knocked 60 out, it's always worth dropping a save before you do anything else. So once you've knocked the 60 out, just drop a save and then set up your picnic, sparkling and encounter power level 3 for that type that you're hunting for. So for Snivy here, we haven't got the encounter power on because there's so many other grass types that spawn in this area. So we've just got the sparkling power active on this sandwich. If you Google recipes or check out one of the shiny hunting videos guides that we've got on the channel, there's loads of recipe examples in the descriptions that you'll be able to use. You're going to need Herba Mystica, that's the only thing. And then before you set the sandwich up, you've dropped the save, so if you don't get the shiny in the 30 minutes, then you can just reset your game, come back into it, and then try again without wasting the Herba Mystica to get the shiny. So hopefully that helps. If you've got any questions, though, let me know. What do you think would be the next title of the next generation games? So we've had Scarlet, Violet, and then we had Sword and Shield. I don't know if they would go back. Would they ever go back to colors, do you think? I don't think they would ever go back to colors. Yeah, I think precious stones make a lot of sense. I was saying a minute ago, like I watched a lot of Tyranitar. I think amethyst, and you know, like a precious stone would be quite cool for them to go back to. I guess they've already done ruby and sapphire though, so that's kind of been done, right? It's really difficult. Would they like depends what angle as well the whole games are going to take, because we've had like past and future for Scarlet and Violet. Is that going to be something that they concentrate on again, or is like the whole kind of, yeah, it's tough because it's not going to be something as obvious as, like, you know, nature and in technology, although they've kind of yeah done that before. That has caught me right on the spot. I don't know what they would do. What would they do for the next titles? Now all I can think about is amethyst and ruby and sapphire, and it's going to be none of those. Hit me up, chat, with your best ideas. What do you think? The Snivy, I like it. Oddish, you need the shiny charm. I'm working like a maniac to complete the Pokedex. You don't necessarily, if you're doing outbreaks, you don't necessarily need the shiny charm. The odds will be slightly increased, but probably not enough to warrant you completing the dex, although just getting the dex complete anyway to get the shiny charms always probably worth doing, just because the shiny odds, the increased shiny odds, are just gonna give you so many more shinies overall. And I think that's the outbreak gone, isn't it? So yeah, we've destroyed it anyway. Our sandwich is running out, so that's fine. Tony, they could use planets for titles or galaxies. Now that would be really cool, like galaxies or planets. I would like that. That would be really cool. Weather, climate related, yeah, that's another good one as well. Region based off Australia would be nice. Sorry, I would love to see that. Yeah, I think Australia or Africa or even India would be really cool, right? I think those three, you know, areas would be like, yeah, so cool. I'd be like, I don't know, like, you know, there's a lot of rumors about it still being in Europe again, which kind of keeps that tie to where we are regionally at the moment for, you know, Paldea, Sword and Shield with, well, I cannot remember the name of where Sword and Shield is, even though it's based on Britain, but you know what I mean. You know, then you've got Kalos as well, which is all in this region, but I just feel like, yeah, there's so much. There's other regions that offer a lot more than what the European regions offer. I think, you know, how about Egyptian Pokemon? That, I would be so down for that. I would really be down for Egypt. Egypt would be very cool. That would be definitely up there on the list. I think that would be one of my favorites. It'd be a way for them to do the Furfros as well. The different forms. So we could get them in Pokemon Home. Humongo power. Right. Let's go for that. It's my favorite shiny Gina. I always say Azumarill, but I feel like it gets old. Like it's you know, there's probably better shinies out there than Azumarill. I just really love shiny Azumarill. So it would always be one that I would say is one of my favorites. What about you? Trying to think of other ones. I think Koraidon, when that drops, is going to be one of my favorite ones. Professor Oak, South Africa would be epic. Black and White remake or another Pokemon remake, maybe. Black and White remake would be... I would be happy with a Black and White remake if we got something else alongside it. I think that would be fine. Like the sort of BDSP and Legends Arceus situation. I'd be alright with that. As much as I would love a Black and White 3 or a Legends Kieran game, I'd still be alright, I think, with a Black and White remake, because those games are really good games generally. So they're like a faithful remake, maybe with some new additions, maybe a different art style. It would be kind of cool. And then on top of that, we get like a new Legends game, which would be really good. I don't think we've got any shinies here for these Snivies. Area based on New Zealand would be cool. Yeah, you see, I think if they did Australia, I think New Zealand would be like a perfect DLC, wouldn't it? Like, after it, like a second DLC, where you could have a whole new area. Like, it would be cool if they did something like, Gold Silver again, where it's like almost like a Gold Silver reboot, but based in Australia, where you could have the main region and your main 8 gyms in Australia, or whatever they call Australia, and then your DLC is another region, which is New Zealand, or based off New Zealand, where you've got another 8 gyms that you have to go and defeat, and then another Elite Four. That would be kind of cool, and it would almost be like a copy of what happened with in Gold and Silver. So that could be a way that they maybe, I guess, we're not getting Gen 10 this year though, so it wouldn't be a kind of tick box for the anniversary, right? But Gen 10 in Australia would be very cool. Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Pokemon and Legendaries too. It'd be so good. So good. I wonder if they do base it on Italy, it'll all be like just a Mediterranean area, Mediterranean region. Because you can kind of throw Greece into that as well. Quite close to each other. Although so different. So different. So... maybe Tasmania might be a good DLC. That would be another, that would be like third DLC. You mentioned Genesect Pokemon earlier is transferable. I couldn't remember if I transferred it or not. Transferable in Violet and Scarlet. I got it from the events. I'm curious if they can be in Scarlet and Violet. So look, I wonder if it can. I've probably traded it over because it probably would have been one of those that I would have transferred over with the other legendaries they've got. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. But maybe it is. Because Genesect was definitely part of it was part of an event late last year in Sword and Shield where they did Volcanion, Genesect, and I can't remember the last one that they did. Was it Meloetta as well that they threw in with it? I can't remember the third one. But yeah, so maybe it's not transferable in, but don't hold me to that. I would have to look to see. I'm sure there's people that will know about Pokemon in Florida and Miami. That would be cool. Another US region, and that would kind of link up with Unova as well, because it'd be that same sort of area of the world. Genesect can't be. Endry, thank you so much. Yeah, so we can't get Genesect in these games. Just sad. Hear me out. Pokemon region based in India. I love it. I think India would be an amazing, because like just a different, you've got the You've got the mountains, you've got jungle, you've got so many different like terrains in India, and such deep culture as well. So India would be a really interesting one, I think. We'd have to have some, there'd have to be some crazy legendary tiger Pokemon, I feel. Be good. It's like Homer Tigers, isn't it? At least in my head it is. It may not be. This may be just something I'm making up. So it was Marshadow as well, because yeah. So Marshadow's another one that's not in Scarlet and Violet, which is really sad because Marshadow is such a cool mythical Pokemon. Unless Marshadow can be traded in, and I've just missed that as well, but I'm pretty sure that might not be. Right, we've got that really awkward time of day where it's dusk, so we're not going to be getting really anything at the moment. I swear at dusk as well, everything looks, well, no, and this is a bad example. Not everything looks shiny, but dusk makes everything look shiny normally. Osiris, can you say my name? Obalon. I will donate. You don't need to donate. Obalon Moment and Belarusian Mappa. There you go. It's just a bit of a mouthful to say that all the time from reading out your comments. Obalon. I'll just say that, but please don't feel like you need to donate for me saying your name. I'm sorry. I've just not been saying the whole thing because it's been like it's just a lot to say when I'm trying to get through the chat. I hope you understand. Bid, how are you doing? And the poop in the streets. Well, there is always that as well. You always get that. I'm pretty sure. Well, most places, maybe not. Maybe more in some places than others. Think a new map based on the UK and the DLC, an area based on Ireland. Well, Sword and Shield was like the UK, so I don't know if they'll ever do anything. They could do something, I guess, in Ireland. Ireland would always be like a DLC area, I guess, you know? That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if the Isle of Armor was meant to be Ireland, though. Really, probably when you think about it. Although it's such a small island, the Isle of Armor. Steinthor, how are you doing in India? Maybe Pokemon Herbs and Pokemon Carpets. You know they're gonna make a carpet Pokemon if it's the Indian region, right? Do you think of Pokemon Fire and Thunderlay? I love that. Love that. Thunder. Pokemon Thunder. I would which one we're gonna get? Pokemon Fire and Pokemon Thunder. I don't know if they go down the Fire route because it just feels so close to like Fire Red, you know, and Pokemon Red. Although I do really like it, don't get me wrong. I love the idea. Fire and Ice would be cool, like elemental ones. But would they do that? Is that too close to other stuff that we know about? Bro, did you catch my message from earlier? Bebum, I didn't. What was it, dude? Tell me again. Save me going up in the chat. I'm being lazy. Fine. 16 more likes. Come on, team. What are we on at the minute, chat? If you're chat, you are doing an incredible job. Thank you so much. 137. Thank you so much for all the likes. If you can get to 150, that would be incredible. It's all thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Scott S9 Vibe, how are you doing, mate? In the chat, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're all rested up after the holidays, and I hope you are having a nice, easy time back into work today and not feeling too tired, mate. Great to see you, though. Imagine a Pokemon game where you're the villain. Now, that would be cool. I would love it. Bowlers, Greece would be cool. Greece would be very cool. Greece is one of my favorite places. Like, I absolutely love Greece. So I would be all about Greece. It would be, I swear it would be like a Gen 3 game, because it would be like, you'd have the mainland and lots of islands around it as well. It would be very cool. It would remind me of Ruby and Sapphire. Like that. The sort of layout to it as well, which would be cool. Gonna be so hard to shiny hunt and reach out. with no audio. Yeah, it is. It's a challenge. As I'm probably showing through this as well. Snivy is not helping us right now. I just wish we could have got a better picnic reset. Like, we got more spawns up here. It's just we're not getting a huge amount of spawns just from this one. Like, there's a lot of spawns now, but we're not getting the repeat spawns without kind of moving around the area. So we can reset the picnic up here, but is it Yveltal or it's Yveltal? That's how you pronounce it officially. It's Yveltal. Yveltal. Yeah. I know that's the official pronunciation. Yveltal. I'm not going to say it again because I keep just repeating it. I have a feeling it might not be since you streamed tonight. Oh, dude. But there. I was asking if tomorrow was still on or not. I'm going to message you after this, dude. And we'll sort it out. We will get it on for this week. For sure. We'll be doing good though, man. Spending those BP wisely. I think I spoke to Bevan last week and he had 88,000 blueberry points. I feel like that's too much for anyone to need. 88,000. It's like, why haven't you been gone? Like, I would just be on the item printer 4 days. Stein thought, I always say Yveltal. That's pretty much the same thing. I think, yeah, that's pretty much spot on. Lexi, give me all the water, give me Horn Legends, give me Grease too. I would love that. I think it would be really cool to go back to a region a bit like Horn, you know? I think it's such a different region from anything else that we've had. Can you imagine a Horn region in Scarlet and Violet style game? It would be so good. Just remake Emerald. Just give us Emerald in the Scarlet and Violet engine. And all the post-game stuff that we could have in there. I would be very happy. That would keep us busy for the next 2 years while they're working on Gen 10 to release on the anniversary. The 30th anniversary for Pokemon. That would be enough for us all. We need regions where we could catch the Switch missing Pokemon. Some Pokemon are locked in all the games. Yeah, Dominic, I completely agree. I think that's what we'll probably get, you know, with these remakes or whatever they bring this year. I feel like that's where they're going to complete the rest of the national decks. So we're able to port them in on Switch, especially because it's so important now with the eShop looking like, you know, the Wi-Fi service on the eShop, or the support, I should say, for the 3DS consoles kind of coming to an end at some point. I feel like you can't kind of go forward and shut that down if you've got no way to get some of the Pokemon that are like locked behind those devices in games. So they're gonna have to do something, but I feel like they'll probably cover their backs with those, or maybe even finally release the classic collection, you know, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald on the virtual console, you know. Hopefully they do. 80k plus, baby. I'm also getting ready for the big weekend, bro. Yes, mate, it's not long. Liverpool is not long away. It's, what are we 2 weeks away now? No, it's a week on Friday. Wow. Yeah, that has come around very quick. Yeah, Liverpool regional. Well, a week on Saturday, I should say, but people arrive on the Friday. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, regional season in Europe's heating up now. We got Liverpool, then Dortmund, then Utrecht, and then what's after that? Stockholm, I think. Stockholm. So yeah, lots of events to look forward to. Pokemon Furry and Fauna. I got shiny Snivy without an outbreak yesterday. Very nice, congrats. Wish we were having any luck with it. We're not getting too much. Is there a better way to get big chunks of BP rather than grind the little tasks? The only way, Mason, is really when you go online with others to get, you know, the big chunks where you're getting like you know, the golden tasks, which are like the 500, 600 BP at a time. Other than that, though, it is difficult. It is such a grind, because I mean, you can chip it away at yourself, and I've done it like on my own, but you know, it's taking you like an hour to get like 1,000 to 2,000, you know, and it's just like you can spend that so quickly. And if you're at the start of your game, you need to unlock the starter Pokemon in the terrarium, then it's like, oh well, I can only unlock like one starter, or one area of the terrarium, and then it's going to take me hours to be able to. So yeah, try and get online with others, or just hook up with people you know to do them. It makes it so much quicker. PE, how are you doing, Professor Oak? I would like a Pokemon game, what we're saying, that focuses on more sky travels. Since you can properly fly in this one, it would be cool to have some sky exploration. That would be very cool. Yeah, that would be very cool, like a bit like the Tears of the Kingdom style stuff, or a little bit of inspiration from there. It'd be so different as well, wouldn't it? Sky legendaries. I wonder if we'll ever get a Pokemon game out in space. Pokemon Space Station. Hopefully not. Hopefully that never happens. I need to grind all the rare stuff from older games soon when it's bank shutting down. So they haven't given a date on it yet, but I would imagine it'll be, you know, sometime later this year. I would have said sometime like August to October, probably likely, but they haven't defined a date for when it'll all be shutting down. But I'm so conscious now. It's like time's kind of ticking on, and there's still so many things that I would like to do before that facility goes. And once it's gone, it's like you're not going to be able to trade up to the games anymore. So yeah, as soon as we do get any news on it, of course, we'll cover it here on the channel. Samuel, how are you doing? I ran into shiny Crabola yesterday. Gina, awesome. It's a cool shiny, isn't it? What was I doing the other day when I was... okay, I know what I was doing, but I ran into one myself, and it was just so random because it's got the orange gloves. It's such a cool shiny. I do love it. The random shinies are always the best ones. But this shiny Snivy is eluding us. There's always people in Discord willing to form a group. 12,000 BP in half an hour. That's redonk. That is so good. Pokemon wings and fins would be interesting. Sky and sea. Paige, I love that idea. That would be amazing. Yeah. Very little land. All sky and sea. Or like sky islands. And that's what we have to go to. Something like that would be so cool. I love all your ideas. I feel like I should just copy, paste bin like all of your ideas over to Game Freak and be like, these are all the ideas you need. Now just go away and do them. Or Les, mythicals need to be more accessible. Yeah, that's 100% one of the things. It's a huge issue at the minute, and I really hope they just don't catch up with them by just doing mystery gifts. I feel like it would be like I don't know if you were around in chat earlier when we were talking about it. They could do like special snacks with snacks worth for the mythicals around the region, and have special encounters where you can go and get the mythicals through snacks worth. I feel like that would be way better received than just doing a random mystery gift for just a mythical at any point, you know? I mean, I would take it if they did a mystery gift for like the missing mythicals that we've not been able to get in the game, you know, Keldeo and stuff like that. I would just prefer to be able to go and kind of hunt them down, catch them, or even shiny hunt them. It'd be cool if we could do that. Pokemon Legend God, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thank you so much, chat, for the 150 likes as well. That is amazing. Thank you so much for all of that. Got a random Hoppip shiny yesterday, killing a bunch of Chansey and Blissey. Nice. That is such a one of my favorite shinies as well. Hoppip's such a great shiny, and Jumpluff as well. That final Evo shiny. How long have we got left on this? Oh, we still got 10 minutes on this one. Okay, maybe we get lucky in this last 10 minutes. Finally able to watch the stream. How has the shiny hunt been going? Coda, how are you doing? I hope you're great. The shiny hunt's been going really well tonight. We managed to get the Chikorita and the Bulbasaur pretty early, but this Snivy has been a little tricky so far. So hopefully your arrival will mark some good luck. Scott, how about more games on Pokemon with time travel? I'd love that. I've loved all the paradox stuff from these games. It's been so fun, and I love the idea of future and past Pokemon as well. They could totally, like, they've left the door open really to do something like that. Really dive deep into one of those areas, either going towards the past Pokemon or future Pokemon, and really kind of go fully in on one of those or both of them, you know. So yeah, it would be great if, you know, if we got the Unova game and they went, that was the angle that they took on it, where you kind of took a deep dive into the past and we find about the original dragon, and then you could even go to the future as well. And there's kind of like references in the original Black and White games, you know, you got Black City and White Forest, so you've got that kind of payoff there where you could work it in without it being super odd in those games as well. Manala, how are you doing? I hope you are well. I'm doing great. Thanks so much for asking, and I hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Thanks for joining the stream. Mateus, how are you as well? Hope you're good. Thor, I want legitimate Zygarde, Victini, Volcanion, and Meloetta events like the Mochi Madness. So many amazing mythicals with potential got dropped like bad. Like a bad tweet. You're right though. You're so right. They just get dropped like they don't really have any meaning. And these mythicals all have like a story behind them, right? They all like, yeah, that's, and I think they set the bar now with the Mochi Madness, where it's like, or the Mochi Mayhem, where they're capable of doing these little, like, they're not like, they mustn't take that long to develop, but they're so much fun and everyone enjoys them, right? And it's like, just, it keeps you kind of interested in the game as well. It'd be amazing to get anything like that for all of the mythicals. That would be really cool. Just a series of them throughout the next year. Toys with Chris. My favorite Pokemon is Tyranitar. Out of all of the Pokemon, it has to be Tyranitar. What about you? What's yours? Your favorite type in the Pokemon games? I'd have to say Dark. Dark's definitely probably my favorite typing. If I was ever to be a gym leader, it'd have to be a dark gym. So many cool dark type Pokemon. And it's hard because there's obviously so many great Pokemon, right? But I don't know, dark type ever since Gen 2 has always been one of my favorites. Anybody have any ideas for Venezuelan Pokemon? A Venezuelan Fakemon. What could you have for Venezuelan Pokemon Fakemon? I'm sure someone in chat's got good ideas. I've been making Fakemon for 2 years now and I've only made 83 so far. Only golden, only 83. That's incredible. That's amazing. I'll keep thinking. If I get any ideas that come to mind, I'll shout them out at you. That's incredible. I'd love to take a look at some of the stuff that you've been doing though. Legendard, you know that item copy glitch? Well, I've got 130 Master Balls from it, thanks. You or more, I'm pleased it was helpful. 130, you're never going to be short again for Master Balls. I'm really suspect whether it's going to get patched, you know. I feel like it depends how much more they're going to be doing with Scarlet and Violet. if they'll patch it. I don't know. I've just got this, like, they always patch these duplication glitches out very quickly. But for some reason, there's a part of me that's just thinking, and I don't know why, because it makes no sense. They always patch them out. They always put them at the top of the list and say, we've got a new patch coming out and it's going to be to resolve this. We don't want duplicating in the games. But there's just something in the back of my mind at the minute that's like, I feel like this could be the one that just doesn't get patched out. Or not for a long time, not like immediately like the other ones. So this one might be around for a little while, but don't be surprised if we come to the end of this week and that update is adjusted and it patches it out, you know. But there's a part of me that thinks maybe it stays. Just we can't do it for Herba Mystica. That's the biggest drawback. You're going for a shiny living dex. I am trying. I'm such a long way off it, but I think with Scarlet and Violet, it definitely sets you up well with like getting towards a position where I could say, yeah, I'm almost, not almost there. I'm on a good path to going there. And I think between this and Gen 10, hopefully I'll be able to make a really good dent in it. But I would love to be able to do that. I saw on Twitter the other day someone posting they had the full decks complete with everything that they could do that was available up to now, and they had the shiny decks alongside it and it looked incredible. I was like, I would love to be able to do something like that. So ideally, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Got so many Pokemon to hunt, but that's the nice thing about it, I guess. Endry, Pokemon Bright Light and Deep Shadow. Like it. You guys need to get these ideas and trademark them, and then when Pokemon come to do it, they'll have to buy the trademark off you. I don't know if you could trademark the Pokemon part of it though. That would be the only thing. And then it's probably not, it doesn't mean anything outside of that, so it's probably a bad idea overall. Crook, thank you so much for the subscribe, really appreciate it. And the other day when I was farming Happiny Dust, I got a shiny Chansey and Blissey. It's very noticeable, very nice. I still, for the dust I've been doing, I've never had either a shiny Chansey or Blissey. I still haven't had one in game, and I missed one when we were streaming just before we started the epilogue. We did the stream for it on Thursday last week, and someone in chat was like, you missed a shiny Chansey. You've literally just run past the shiny Chansey. And I was like, ah. Then I totally missed it. But congrats on the random shinies that you got there though. Very nice. They're nice and noticeable though, like you say. Favorite dragon type? Favorite dragon type? I do like Salamence a lot. Hydreigon is very cool. Favorite dragon? I really like Garchomp. Garchomp's got to be up there. It's one of my favorites. Kingdra as well. Kingdra's like just a sneaky one that I would just put it into that. Say I love Kingdra. Money 8 obtainable shinies from a full legit shiny dex. Regieleki is still my bane. Steinthor 8 away. That is absolutely insane. You're gonna do that is gonna be done very soon. That is gonna be done very soon, and you'll get that when you get that Aleki. That is gonna be it. That is insane. 8 away. Incredible. You've got to send a link of like some sort of video of it all done when it's finished. I would love to see it. Good luck though on finishing that off. I just hit 700th entry in my living dex today. Scared that bank closure is looming. Yeah, I hopefully you've got a good like 7 or 8 months before it does shut. I would think it will probably be that. I can't see them doing anything like drastic like March or anything like that. I just don't see that happening at all. I think they'll give people good notice as well. I think they know that there's a lot of people that will need to trade up. And although there has been that kind of notice out that the closure is coming, I think they'll still give people a good amount of time, like a good few months, to say, well, it's going to shut on this date, and then after that, so transfer what you need before then. Or at least I'd hope they would. I'm pretty much sure they will. Shiny Chansey will be available during Com Day in Pogole. You can get it there. Oh, that would be a good one to do. I'll need to make sure to do that. I really want to get it in the Indigo disc so I can get it in a Safari Ball. I came across a random Rhyhorn the other day and I was like, oh, that there's only one Pokeball for that one. It has to be. Someday soon, Stein thought it's gonna happen very soon. I feel it. I feel it. It will. Injury, so it won't be possible anymore to transfer all Genmon. I think after the closure of the Wi-Fi services, that is going to be it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to trade anything up anymore, which is like super, super sad. Right. That's a sandwich, I think. No shiny Snivy this time either. Nope. And the sandwich is done. So let's go again. Got 2 shiny Tornadus Incarnate in Pogo over the weekend. Wow, that's crazy, Pokemon Beans. That's amazing. Congrats. Monkey Plays, yo, just got my 2nd and 3rd shiny in Pokemon Scarlet. Lapras and Flygon, super nice shinies. Congrats on those. Really nice. Regina, I believe in April, so I want to find out before April which ones I can move forward, which ones I can't. Yeah, I think maybe around April time they'll probably put out a notice and say it is gonna shut down after this date, and then I would think they'll probably give you like 4. I think we'll get like 4 months. We should get 4 months at least from the notice period with when they say it is closing down, you know. You have a full dex on Pokemon Home, but closing bank is just that. Yeah, that's it. It's like, it just makes, it almost feels like they're turning, you know, like red, blue and yellow have this like, and you know, the gold, silver, crystal have that same thing where it's just where they can't trade to any other games, and they feel like there's just a part of them that's kind of lost, right, because of that. And I feel like they're kind of doing that with all of the, you know, the Gen 3 titles and everything up to that before the Switch after that. Lillian, thank you so much for the subscribe. And yeah, just, I don't know, it's kind of sad that they're doing it. Spicy and sour, wasn't it? Cole, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining the stream. And Kerry, how are you as well? I hope you're all good and having a great Monday. All right, let's get this sandwich set up. CB, if they add all games for Virtual Console to the Switch, I'd be happy. I think they have to do that. That would be like the one way that they can get around this, like easily, without having to kind of cover bases by releasing extra games and making sure that the Pokemon that aren't accessible anymore aren't in them. By releasing the Virtual Console games, they kind of cover a lot of those bases, right? And then just, that's a way to port into home. And it'd be kind of nice as well, because I think they could do a similar thing with what they did, you know, with Crystal, with the event for Celebi, where it was just included in the Virtual Console copy. Like, they could do that for Emerald with the Celebi, with the Deoxys as well, which were kind of like only Japan exclusive events. So you could get the old C map and all of those things in the actual Virtual Console versions, which would be really cool and give people a reason to play them as well. So hopefully we see something like that happen. Just, it's been talked about for so long, and whether or not they're just waiting for the next gen Switch console to drop before they release them, I don't know. It's like too good an opportunity for them not to bring those Pokemon games out onto the Switch platform. Although I know a lot of people have said it, like, are they just waiting to package them up and sell them rather than them be included in the kind of subscription package, which would not be ideal, but you could see them doing it. Delina is sitting here waiting for them to release them on the GBA emulator. Like, why haven't they? Exactly, yeah. One reason we kind of came up with why they might not be is because you can create a save state in any of those games. So you could potentially duplicate Pokemon very easily or items. George, thank you so much for the subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you are joining us on the stream, I really hope you are having a blast. And so that might be one reason for them taking a while, but it's a bit of a stretch. I just don't know why they're taking so long to do it, you know? Particularly this year as well. You think with the anniversary of Gold and Silver, it just makes so much sense to make a lot out of those games, celebrate the anniversary. Dropping Gold and Silver on the virtual console just makes it's like a no-brainer. Kerry, I appreciate the sub, thank you so much. Probably because of the new console coming out next year, but how would people be able to get some old gen Pokemons in the new console games? Yeah. Doink Mouse, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Thanks so much for coming by the stream today. Yeah, and potentially they're just waiting on the new console and just saying, yeah, we're just going to wait until the new console comes out, and that's going to be something that will drop for just the new console and the new subscription service that they have on the Switch 2 or whatever they end up calling it. Yeah, I could see them selling them though, which would be, I guess, fine. I think it would be fine if they did it, and then I honestly probably prefer them not to be as in that virtual console subscription, because you kind of need to be online a lot of the time to play those games, so it's really awkward to play those games when you haven't got a Wi-Fi connection. So there might be pluses and minuses. This tour's gone mad. Just so I know, there's been times where I've been places with my Switch and I've wanted to play some of the virtual console stuff and I haven't been able to because I haven't had a Wi-Fi connection, and it would suck if I had like the Pokemon games on my Switch and I thought, I just want to play through Emerald for the next like hour while I wait to do something, and I couldn't access it because I didn't have a Wi-Fi connection. Like, it doesn't happen very often, but there are some times where you've got like no signal on your phone or whatever, you know, you're in some place where there's just no signal at all. But the Pokemon 25th anniversary, they do it. Heartbroken, I know. And it'll suck if we have to wait till the 30th, like 2026, like 2 years before we get them on the Switch. I can't see them waiting that long. What they need to do is just release them like now this year when the Switch 2 comes out, and then for the 30th anniversary is do the DS titles. That would be very cool. Then we could get the DS titles on the Switch as well, and just have that whole, imagine having a whole back catalog on one console with every Pokemon game. I wonder if that's like the end goal with what they're doing. Cyrus, what up, bro? Just finished EV training my Torterra, Embo, and Peachron. Very cool, man. I love to hear it. I'm doing good, my friend. I hope you are as well, having a great Monday. Thanks so much for coming by the stream, and hope the EV training has been nice and easy. Mark, how are you doing? I'm doing very good, my friend. Struggling a bit with this Snivy appearing, but other than that, the shiny hunt tonight have been really good. We've been really lucky with the Chikorita and the Bulbasaur that we managed to get earlier on. But the Snivy just not playing ball. And I always feel when you get this deep into a shiny hunt with the Sounders, you think, have I missed the shiny? How many shinies have I missed? Always second guessing myself. Nintendo Switch Evo could be a good name for the new console. That would be a great name for it. So, like, intrigued to know when it's gonna get announced. Are we gonna get anything? There's talk at the minute about a Nintendo Direct in February, but are we gonna get it announced then, or gonna have to wait? Gonna clock out. See you on the next stream. Scott, thank you so much for coming by. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks again for coming. It was awesome hanging with you tonight, and hopefully see you on Wednesday on Ultimate Pokemon Gaming Machine. Never leave my side. Yeah, you and me both. Be so good. Just being able to have access to everything, and they all port into Pokemon Home. And you know, with the next Switch as well, or whatever the next Nintendo console is going to be, it's going to be around for, it's going to be in action for at least 10 years, you know, before they release a new one. So the lifespan of it's going to be, yeah, so good. I luckily still own my DS and Game Boy with respective games. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky with like the back catalog that I do have. There's a few that I'm missing. Like Fire Red's one that I don't have, and I don't know if I'll ever own it because it's so expensive to buy now. I feel lucky that I've got the black and white games though, and black 2 and white 2, you know, because I think they are like, oh chat, we've got the shiny finally. We finally got it. It showed up. I thought it was never gonna happen. What ball are we gonna get it in? What ball are we gonna get it in tonight? We need to pick a good ball for it. Right, let's get that Gallade out. Where are you? Man, I did not think we were gonna get it tonight. I thought it's gonna be the one that let us down, but it is not. Let's just drop that save again. Oh, it looks so good. It's such a cool shiny. It really is. Safari, Nest or Safari? Friend Ball. There we go. Friend Ball for sure. Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate it, Friend Ball. I'm just missing Heart Gold and collected all of the 3DS Pokemon games. That's amazing entry. No, I only have Heart Gold, a Japanese copy of it, and I don't have the English copy, so that's another one that I'll probably never be able to get now, especially like boxed and with the Poké Walker as well. I do have my Soul Silver, so I'm grateful for that. Nest or Safari? Net. Use a Safari Ball. It's a nice shiny. It's super nice shiny. Nala. Disc if you're evolving into Superior. That's a really good shout, actually. Congrats. Brad, how are you doing? I hope you're good, my friend. What's happening with the podcast? Is Scott still here? Is he in the chat still? That's a big question, because I need to talk to him. He's just got back from holiday, so he was away skiing last week, I believe. So yeah, we'll be back up and running in no time though. Thank you so much. Heal Moonball. Moonball would be good. So many good options. Right. We're not quite down to 1 HP, are we? Scott, I have a Heart Gold for you, mate. Scott, you can't. You got to keep that. You got to keep that for yourself, mate. That is too kind. It's like gold dust, those things, especially because they're bigger boxes with the Poké Walker as well. How good was the Poké Walker? So good. And opposite, I have Heart Gold still, but will most likely not get Soul Silver. Coda, I know. Sad, isn't it? Like, it's just such a regret, because at the time you could have picked them up like after they'd been out for like, you know, second hand for like so cheap. Right. Safari Ball, Friend Ball, or Dusk Ball. Dusk Ball's a really good shout for the Superior, you know. What we going with then? Use Safari. What headphones you got? These are Sony. I'd have to have a look at them to see what they are. I will. I'll catch this. Right. I'm going to tally up what we've got. We got Safari 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like Friend Ball's won this, you know. Yeah, I think Friend Ball has. So we got Friend 1, 2, 3. It's a tie. No, friend is winning. Friend is winning. There we go. Everyone's going for the friend. We haven't got it in the friend. Right, we'll try one more. We'll try one more and then we'll reset. I don't really fancy wasting friend balls. One I can accept. This is the item printer now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Item printer saves us there, but normally I would reset, but that's all right. Okay, cool. We got it. We got it. Hybrid World Soul Silver was my first Pokemon game and somehow lost it when I was about 12. So I'm gonna buy a copy of it for myself for my 20th birthday. Hybrid Wolf, that is a yeah, and it's probably better getting it like sooner rather than later, because I feel like it's one of those things where it's just gonna get more expensive, right? But yeah, if I ever see any crazy bargains online with it, or if I'm out and about, I'll pick one up and I will give you for whatever I pick it up for. But yeah, hopefully you managed to pick one up for a reasonable price. Snivy, have you got a mark? You haven't. You haven't. I didn't think you were gonna, but tonight has been a very successful stream. We've got the Chikorita, the Bulbasaur, and the Snivy. And I think on that note, friends, we'll probably call it a day there for tonight. But we'll be back on Wednesday, and we'll do some Dynamax adventure raids for some legendaries. So if you've got Sword and Shield, get it out for Wednesday stream, and we'll do viewer Dynamax adventure raids on Wednesday. I'll bust out my copy of Shield. I'll make sure tomorrow and Wednesday I fill up the deck, so we've got the shiny charm, so we've got the best odds, although I know it doesn't matter because you have different odds. Everyone has their own odds in it anyway. So we'll do that on Wednesday, because that'll be a nice change, and hopefully we can get some legendaries as well. And then we will also, when we do that, we'll do the Deoxys hunt alongside it, because that one is a hunt that we can do alongside it where we can reset for it. So that should be quite a fun stream. So if you're around for that on Wednesday, that'd be amazing if you can come by, and hopefully we get lucky with some legendary hunting. I haven't done Dynamax adventure raids in such a long time, so it's a great idea, chat, and thank you for suggesting it. And that's what we'll do Wednesday. Then we'll come back to doing the Indigo disc on Friday stream, so we'll do that. So that sounds like a good plan, and any streams you can fit in between there we will do, and we'll see what we can do. Great stream, Hybrid Wolf. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you to everyone for coming out to the stream tonight. You guys are literally the best. I've had an absolute blast. It's been awesome being back streaming. Won't be streaming tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday. As I say, it might be a little bit earlier, but we'll still be going in late as well. And if we get done with the Dynamax adventure race, we might come back into Scarlet and Violet, or we might pick up the Arceus hunt as well. So yeah, thank you again, friends. It's been awesome. You guys are just you just make these streams fly by, and it's been a really good one tonight. We managed to get 3 shiny starters, so that is always good. Just enjoy the rest of your day or evening or morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and make sure that you take care of yourself, and I will see you all in our next stream. So thank you again for coming out. Take care of yourselves, friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.